What's going on, everybody? Today I have Facsimile Edition from DC. Batman number 181, 1966. Bob Kane. Bob Kane wrote it, and this one's got two stories. This is the first appearance of the Poison Ivy. Alright? So first thing first, Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson are at a museum. I was like, oh, top three female villains. You know what I'm gonna... That's getting in the way. Move that. And then so here comes Poison Ivy, and she's like, well, who's the top three female villains? Blah, blah, blah. Why am I not top three? So she's putting, it's like, wow, she's gorgeous. Let's get a picture. So she does something to make the bulbs in the cameras pop. Blinds everybody. And she makes her escape. Bruce Wayne turns into Batman. He's still blinded by the flash of the camera pop. So he falls down the elevator shaft, but he's Batman. He runs on pure instinct. He gets out of there. He's still blinded, and he can still kick some tail. Okay? So he's out there, Batman gonna Batman. I love these old ads. He just does his thing. And so anyway, so she does, I think she did kiss him when he was Bruce Wayne. So she's a little torn. She's like, I really like both. So she writes a letter to the top three female villains, telling each one to do whatever. Then she writes both Bruce Wayne and Batman. So they basically she forged their thing saying, okay, who's number one, and I'm number one, and all this other stuff. So she's writing each one of them saying, pretending to be the other one. So Batman gets there, he fights the thugs, and amongst the commotion, Poison Ivy's got the crown. It's like, oh, it's mine, 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 mine. And she's like, y'all are fools. So she gets over to Batman. She kisses Batman. Batman's in a little bit of a daze. She's climbing the wall. And then Batman just throws that batarang. And she's in jail, and she's like, you haven't seen the last of me. I'm gonna get out of here. You can't break my spell. And when I read this leading up to the next issue, all I could think of is that narrator's voice in the 1960s Batman. So, anyways, that little Rocky and Bullwinkle ad for Cheerios. There's this double-page vertical pin-up of Batman and Robin. And so the next story is, okay, so there's this author. She's going to receive an award, a mystery novel award. And so she gets in there. It's like, my name's Kay Day, and here's all the top detectives, the commissioner and everybody else, Batman. Actually, no, I don't think the commissioner's there. But all the major people. Yep. Yeah, okay, yeah, Commissioner Gordon is there. So there's Commissioner Gordon. Alright. So all the big detectives and DAs in the city, plus Batman, saying, okay, this is monumentous. And she's like, I got a confession to make. I didn't write that. It's like, I paid someone to write it, blah, blah, blah. But here's this award. And then so a thing comes out from her brooch. And it's on her necklace. And basically it says, you'll be dead when you'll pick up that award, blah, blah, blah. So Batman's like, I'm going to investigate this. So he goes to her apartment, supposedly, and he sees. So he's just kind of, using his detective skills and noticing that there's etched into the floor, like, it's the wrong apartment, but that apartment is something else. So anyways, he goes to that apartment. Here's the thugs. He's Batman. Alright. big fight, big battle. I mean, you know, get this issue just for that alone. A lot of action right there in that scene. So he finds the real K Day, and so sure enough, he goes to the award ceremony, the banquet or whatever. And right when she's about to receive the award, he's like, no. So they put her under arrest for conspiracy to commit murder and everything else like that. And so they all talk, you know, as their analysis. This is like a cross between a Batman comic and Perry Mason and Dragnet. You know, it's kind of kind of interesting in that way. Granted, it was the 1960s, so it's like, yeah, that's Fern Hunter, an actress. And then so they're just kind of saying, okay, what's all this other stuff? And then so here's this woman, says Nancy Owens, said she actually played for Hunter's part the night before at the Gotham Theater. And so they're like, okay, yeah, they'd have killed her too. And so, anyways, and it turns out that the you know, her cousin left her $2 million, the K Day or whatever, and so it was a conspiracy to get that $2 million. And in 1966, $2 million was a lot more than $2 million today. We're talking at least $10 million in inflation. So, anyways, there's Batman. You know, it's like, yeah, I solved the crime. I'm Batman. I'm an unpaid detective. Unlike, he doesn't say that, but that's, you know, he's thinking that. Anyway, so I actually like the second story, and this is what happened. I mean, if this was a Golden Age book, there'd be like 3 or 4 more stories in there, and that's how it went. 10 to 15 page stories in Golden Age books that were 64 pages, but of course this is only like 32, I believe. So it's, and of course Bob Kane was, you know, came out of the Golden Age. He's the guy that created Batman and Detective Comics. Alright, so anyways, this is a big recommend. If you're in your LCS, go ahead and pick this up. I do like it. It's a good one. And so if you have the original, well, then you actually have something worth on it yourself. So anyways, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I will see you on the next one. I might do a live stream tonight. If not tonight, I will certainly do one tomorrow. Alright, guys. I'm going to focus on my writing today. Have a good day. Bye-bye.